dawn, Stonevale Women's Correctional Facility looks peaceful from the sky. But beneath that calm, something is stirring that defies every rule of confinement. Order here is sacred. Every door, every movement, logged by time. Yet one missing voice during roll call will begin a mystery no one is prepared for. A simple medical test turns into shock. An inmate isolated for months is pregnant. In a place without men, the impossible has happened. Protocols collapse under disbelief. Surveillance, visitor logs, every record rechecked. Yet the data offers no intruder, no breach, nothing. Rumor spreads faster than reason. Fear reshapes the silence, until every woman wonders who will be next. The search for logic begins in the footage, hours of nothing except 10 missing seconds of static. 10 seconds that may hold everything. The story escapes the walls. The nation learns what the guards can't explain, and Stonevale becomes a spectacle of disbelief. Different inmate, different unit, same result. Patterns form where none should exist. Coincidence no longer fits. Power fluctuations flicker like heartbeat on the screens. Brief blackouts aligned with every unexplained event. Interviews reveal fragments of shared memory. A humming in the dark, a feeling of paralysis, mornings that don't add up. Officials argue over possibilities. Conspiracy, human error, or something unthinkable within the prison itself. One life was discovered. Now there are two. And somewhere inside Stonevale, the truth is growing. Silently, dangerously, inevitably. The storm outside mirrors the one within. Every drop against the walls feels like a question the prison cannot answer. Investigators trace every test, every supply order. Nothing is missing except the truth itself. Those 10 seconds of blackout return in every case. The same corridor, the same circuit, like a pulse repeating through stone. Leadership turns into loneliness. Command means nothing when the system obeys something unseen. When the sunlight becomes invasive, across the stripping ground, privacy from those who have none caught something. Yet the deeper they dig, the base the less they find. Fear reshapes minds under a thin layer of snow. Some claim to hear voices through the intercom at night. Her breath Others sense a presence watching even in sleep. Records show the wing was closed a decade ago. His wings frozen, but the wiring for those 10 seconds leads straight here. He had stayed there through the entire night. No uniform, no ID. She rushed to him. The footage ends trying with a static to warm him with her wings, as if erasing itself. Tears falling. The story like leaves the prison, but he was already gone. Everyone has an answer, but no one has the truth. She noticed something. Night after night, the sound returns, the same one he once gave her in spring. It moves through the facility like a heartbeat. One of his feathers. For 30 seconds, Stonevale loses control. There wasn't no power, no cameras, no guards in command. But it said everything. When systems reboot, I never left. Another inmate collapses. I stayed here all night. What began as an anomaly becomes pattern. Not because I wanted to prove my love, and pattern becomes prophecy. But because I never wanted you to doubt it again. Is awake. She held him close its next host. After the latest blackout, silence. You didn't need to stay all night. Every ear listens for that hum that no one admits to hearing. I should have never tested you. They search for movement. In love, we often look for big proof, evidence, loud gestures, and dramatic signs. A pattern emerges. Forgetting. Every case true love is one power conduit quiet under the facility's east wing. In the present, employees never leave. Someone worked here who never should have been even inside. When words fade. The hum returns. Sometimes we test the people who love us the most, almost like breathing beneath the floors. Realizing that leadership is not a competition to win, yet all she can do is watch the noise. If we keep doubting it, has become the suspect. Pushing it. Each woman describes one day the same we may lose it forever. A corridor of light, trust before you doubt, under her skin, hold before you push away. You are because chosen. Sometimes recordings from 12 years ago reveal experiments in sensory deprivation. Programs it's already too late to feel it again. The world outside demands blame, but inside, the women stop speaking at all. United by a fear words can't carry. The count rises. 3. The pattern tightens. Every 21 days, the cycle repeats. The original structure hid more than cells. Sublevels never officially built, spaces erased from the map. The deeper they search, the louder the heartbeat becomes. Stonevale is alive, and it's protecting its secret. The prison's foundation hides a forgotten world. A level never registered, built for reasons buried with time. The air grows colder with each step down. Dust dances like ash in the beam, as though no one has breathed here in years. No records mention this place. But its silence hums with power, the same low vibration the inmates described. Experiments once lived here. The labels read Neural Adaptation Program, Phase 3. Research abandoned, but never fully shut down. The recordings speak of induced fertility through frequency exposure. Science that crossed the line between mind and body. She realizes the experiments never stopped. The prison itself became the lab. Every inmate, an unknowing subject. Cutting the power only feeds the pulse. The signal strengthens, like a heartbeat resisting death. For 1 minute, the prison loses control completely. When systems return, every pregnant inmate is unconscious, their heartbeats synchronized. Her notes describe shared neural patterns between inmates, as if linked by an external source. Minds connected by frequency, not touch. The department orders evacuation. But not everyone leaves. Some guards refuse, fearing what might escape with them. Deep beneath the rubble, the hum peaks into a roar, then silence. The signal dies, leaving only stillness. The authorities call it a containment failure. The files are sealed. But among those who survived, whispers continue. The sound still lives in their heads. The official line calls it an electrical accident. Yet every survivor tells the same story. A sound that stopped only when the walls fell. The nation demands answers. The inquiry begins, but the evidence arrives redacted. Names blacked out as if the paper itself were afraid to speak. The pregnant inmates are dispersed across new facilities. A scattering meant to dissolve a pattern, not to understand it. Hidden behind bureaucratic walls, the recordings continue to hum faintly, as though still alive on the reel. Scientists isolate the tone that once echoed through Stonevale. They call it resonance zero, a frequency capable of triggering cellular reaction. Within a week, the scandal disappears. Algorithms bury it, headlines replace it. The world moves on, or so it thinks. Months later, she still hears the hum beneath the silence. Doctors call it tinnitus. She calls it the baby listening back. A freelance investigator pieces together what the inquiry erased. Every trail leads not to corruption but to research money and to defense contracts. The same company that built the prison security systems also patented the resonance technology. Control was never about walls but about what walls could contain. 9 months after the first hum, the children arrive. Perfect health. Perfect silence. None cry at birth, they only listen. The official record ends with reconstruction. But for those who lived through it, the hum returns in dreams. A lullaby made of static. The cycle rebuilds itself. New walls, new wires, same design. The sound sleeps beneath fresh concrete, waiting for the next switch to turn. Time heals everything except memory. The Stonevale mothers now live under new names, but the silence between them speaks louder than ever. Each child shows accelerated cognition, perfect auditory recall, and a fascination with patterns that resemble sound waves. The same frequency. The resonance lives on, not through machines, but through flesh and voice. She prays it's just imagination, yet every night the walls pulse with that familiar heartbeat. Inside, decades of hidden research, sound-based genetic manipulation programs designed to evolve compliance. For a moment, the truth breaks the surface. Then the feeds vanish, accounts deleted, servers wiped clean. Officially decommissioned, yet energy still flows beneath. Whatever began there refuses to die. Across cities, the next generation finds each other instinctively. They share no words, only resonance. We tried to contain a sound, she says, but the sound was never inside the prison. It was inside us. The hum spreads quietly now, traveling through power lines, through music, through breath. Stonevale is gone, yet its heartbeat continues, in every echo of the world that built it.